Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah and this is B.fleye Beauty, and today we are doing a sourcing trip and a family visit to Oklahoma. So I have just made my first stop about 40-ish minutes north of my house. We are in Belton. We are going to hit up a Goodwill. We are going to source all the way to Dallas this evening. Gonna hang with my friend, then I'm gonna continue on to Oklahoma tomorrow. I believe I have not been to this one. It was either Belton or Temple that I've been to, but we're gonna go see what we can find in here. I'm not gonna stop at a ton of Goodwills. I have some other official stops I want to hit, and I've also done some Facebook Marketplace shopping. Anyway, whole nother story, but let's get in there and see what we can find. I'll show some footage if it's worth it. If not, we'll just talk through it later. Let's get in. Okay, so I went to Goodwill in Belton. That's the one I've been to. It was crowded, nothing worth picking up. Did a hop, skip, and a jump over to the Temple one, same outcome, but we are now in Waco, which is where we are supposed to stop for the first one, and we are going to hit up the places that I have consistently found really great things. We are at the Things from the Heart resale shop. There's also another, that's the Heart one. Then there's another one on the other side of the Dollar General that is always closed when I'm here, and I think it's open. So we're gonna hit these two spots. We're gonna hit the Salvation Army, which I always get something incredible in there. And then we're gonna hit up my really, one of my favorite new spots ever, anywhere in Texas. The Fable coffee shop, bookshop, cafe situation, and get a sandwich and a coffee. And then we will head over to Dallas. So let's go see what these shops have, and hopefully we get something good. Okay, so the Hope place, I found one thing. I found one of those wooden shelves with the mirror with the candle piece. I'll show you when I get to another stopping point. The store that had been closed a lot other times I've been here ended up becoming something new. It's a liquidation place, had a lot of Target overstock, which was insane. So I bought these two marble pieces I saw last year. It was an emerald green marble pear or gourd and a rusty maroon pumpkin, both marble. I got the pear for $6. I got the shelf at the Hope, or the Heart, sorry, not Hope, Heart thrift store for $3. So I got some decent stuff for a great price. The pumpkins, gourds, I am keeping. I don't feel comfortable reselling something from Target that I know is, well, I actually do have one marble piece in there. I did bring it to the store mostly for a designer, but anyway, I don't like to resell stuff where I know it came from Target, you know what I'm saying? There was another painting that I saw at the Hope, or I keep wanting to call it Hope, at the Heart place, but right before I checked out, I realized that it had a little rip in it, and if I'm gonna pay $10 or more for something, it better be in good condition. The Salvation Army, I actually found a couple of incredible paintings with the great gold frames, worth it just for the frames, but they were each $45. And I don't know, man, I just, everything that I found there that I would have picked up was so much more expensive, even just from when the last time we were here in December. So I don't know. I mean, Salvation Army is usually really affordable, so I don't know what's going on there, but I did not buy anything. I just went and got a little sandwich and some chips and a matcha, and the girls gave me a recommendation to do their special with watermelon. I usually get strawberry. The watermelon's actually really freaking good, so I'm glad I tried it. I only ate half my sandwich, so I took it to go. Was gonna go to LaSalle Shops here, but I don't know if they're probably not open Monday, to be honest, but I was like, well, maybe I'll hit it on the way home. But I actually want to get to Dallas because there's some places in Dallas that I want to go to, so that when I leave tomorrow, I'm thrifting through from Dallas to Oklahoma, and I'm not going anywhere in Dallas. That way I can like get right on the road and head out after brunch. So I'm going to head to Dallas. I'm going to hit an antique store and the Curiosities place. These are going to be higher end places that have, like, I'm going to have to pay up for some of these things that I find, which is fine, but it takes longer to go through these places because you really have to dig. In a thrift store, I can eye it very quickly. But at an antique store, you really have to look at all the prices, pick stuff up, and find a gem, because usually they're priced for what they're worth, right? So we have to find stuff that might not be priced for what they're worth just yet. So we're going to hit that next. Yeah, let's get on the road. Okay, we made it. We got about an hour in here, and then we will hit the oddities spot. These pieces of wood are just incredible. We just don't have homes to house these beautiful pieces anymore. Earl wood. Ugh. Okay, it's so freaking hot. So I love an antique mall. I can always find something because it's usually like a lot of different styles. Excuse me. But almost everything in there was true antique, which is gorgeous. So I did find some gorgeous, very cool different things. So I'll put some pictures here. A couple of things that really stood out to me, really just two or three things. I mean, beautiful stuff, but like we see a lot of this stuff, a lot everywhere, right? So there was this brass set with this inlay. It was almost $1,000 for the set. I've never seen anything like it. It was abso-freaking-lutely stunning. I want to do research on it so I can look out for it myself. And then there was this area that was all the porcelain dogs and foo dogs. I had no idea, like, I am not attracted to those at all, but I've never seen what they look like in person other than like behind a glass shelf. And these were all out of the shelf, and almost her whole booth was every color you could ever imagine. It was incredible. And again, not my style, but if I came across, I mean, just absolutely incredible. Like the detail, just gorgeous stuff. And then there was, in a little glass case, a very old felt little pumpkin. I got so excited that I choked on my spit, and then I started coughing, and so I thought I'd leave. But we're gonna go to the Curiosities, Oddities, vintage store. They definitely have way more variety. I don't know if I'm gonna find anything, but I'll take you with me. So let's head over and see what they got. That is incredible. Good morning. It is Saturday. I spent the night at my friend's house here in Dallas, and we had some dinner, and I didn't film absolutely anything. Totally forgot. The only thing I have is for Cat, which I will put right here. It's her new kitty cat. His name is Jelly Bean. He is hilarious and very silly. Anyway, I decided not to go to brunch with her because I knew that would take half my day, which is lovely. It's how I want it to be. But I have things to do, people to see, shops to hit. So we just hit Twice as Nice thrift shop in Denton. Highly recommend. A ton of everything. I really like the way it was laid out. It kind of was confusing at first, but the only footage I got was the first room where it was the more antique items. It was like lamps and art. And anyway, I got cut off. I found a couple things. I decided just to wait to the end to show you the haul at the end of everything. Like I said, I'm in Denton right now. I am going to be heading to another spot here, I think, but I'll let you know what that is when I get there because I need to double check myself. I'm wondering if going to the antique places is exactly where I need to be, or if I need to be hitting thrift stores like this. I don't know. It's just, you never know what you're going to get. So I could be doing this whole road trip and get not a lot of anything. But really the goal was to see my family. So I'm sourcing on the way home. Let's see what we can find. Let's go to the next stop. All right, we are in Gainesville, Amelia's Attic. Ooh, this place is awesome. I already have a pile started. Okay, friends, so I am now in Oklahoma. I am in Edmond, Oklahoma, and this was my goal. I ended up doing that closet antique store in Gainesville, and then I scored, you guys. I cannot wait to show you the haul, but they actually wrapped everything, taped it in a box beautifully. So then they recommended a new spot. It was like a change of location, reopening kind of thing. And I found a few things there. And then I decided not to stop in Oklahoma City because I wanted to get to my brother's house with enough time to actually see the kids and do things tonight. And the few stores that I did maybe want to go by are open on Monday, which is rare for a vintage antique thrift shop. A lot of them, other than Goodwill, are closed on Mondays. So I was like, let me just get over there. I did stop at one Goodwill, found a little antique, like mini painting in Ardmore. And then I just arrived here and I wanted to touch on my friend's house. So anytime I come to Oklahoma, I like to stop at my friend's house in Dallas. So she was my work wife at McAllen when I still taught. She moved back to Dallas, where she's from, about 10 years ago, which is insane. But her dad is in his late 80s, and I think mid to late 80s, and we have the same birthday. And I met him for the first time when I went to see her after she moved. And there is something about this man that is, like, it brings tears to my eyes how incredible of a person this person is. Say person one more time. Person. He's an author, he's a poet, he's a university teacher. He's retired, but he still writes. He knows incredible people. He does woodworking. He made us this gorgeous, it's actually broken because we had it outside, this Texas wood piece with all these different pieces of wood. He's Irish. He's from Louisiana. We have a lot in common. Anyway, he sent me home with one of his poetry books, and I wanted to read you one before we stop into my brother's house. We're gonna go to dinner tonight, probably just hang at the house. Tomorrow I'm gonna go to church with my brother. I'm gonna try to film a little bit just so you can see the kids, because they're so cool. Like, his kids are so cool. Anyway, I wanted you to read the poem that he read to me last night. So this is Come Let Us Conjure by Jerry McElvin. And this is his book of poetry, and it does have different authors, so it's not just him. But this one, the one he read, was so perfect for me because he did not realize that I really love Louisiana. So this is a mix. He said that his favorite Shakespeare piece is Macbeth. And so this is like a mix of Macbeth and New Orleans or Louisiana. And I was like, what the heck? This is fabulous. Okay. I might mess up some of these words. Okay, come let us conjure. The name's hopscotch off the tongue, ready to conjure with. They hang over the cauldron filled with toes of toads, eyes of newts and wool of bats. Bagalusa, Opelousas, Ponchatoula, Albany, Natalbany, and Tickfaw too. Witches dance and chant themselves into a frenzy. Tongue of dog, finger of birth-strangled babe, liver of blaspheming Jew, gall of goat and slips of ewe. Manchac, Karen Crow, Atchafalaya, Fluker, Loranger, and Talashik. Stir the mix, thick and rich. Baboon's blood, owlet's wing, root of hemlock digged in the dark, maw and gulf of salt sea shark. Bogue, Chitto, Vachery, and Bunky too, Roseland, Kamite, and bloody Tangapua. Sorry. Spirits rise and ghosts appear, come from far and hover near. Witches and magicians, conjurers and Cajuns, said the word and know the spells. Natchitoches, Lucher, Thibodeau, Abitus Springs, Dulac, and Boudreaux. If Macbeth had known the names, he might still be king. Anyway, fabulous person. They had little munchies. We had a little glass of wine. And of course I cried. I cried because that's who I am. But we had a fabulous time. I'm so excited to see my brother and his family. So we're going to go there next, like I said. And I'll just see what we can film. After dinner deliciousness. Whoa. Lots of gooey things that are about to be frozen. You have the strawberry.
I have New York cheesecake, strawberry toppings, and cheesecake toppings.
Wow. Yeah. Delicious. Hello. So I just got back from church with my brother. He has been learning about Eastern Orthodox Christianity, and it was so cool. I'll put some pictures here. It was a very long service. We might talk about this more later, but we just got back to the house, so the girls are going to go to Target and Goodwill, and hopefully I'll get some footage there. I don't know. It's been hard to do video here today and while I'm here with my family, but I want to show you a little bit of something. I'm very excited to be with everybody. Good morning, friends. It is Monday. I am on my way home. I've already left. I left about, what time is it? Like an hour and a half ago, maybe. And I stopped and got a coffee and a little snacky snack. I just didn't get a lot of footage with the family. We really didn't do a ton. We just kind of laid around and chatted and caught up, which is kind of my favorite thing. Like I said, we went to dinner the first night, then we went and got yogurt. I showed you that. We came back and just chatted, played around, went to bed, got up, went to church, showed you some pictures there. So my brother has been on a little faith journey, and he's been wanting something a little bit more liturgical, which is interesting because I kind of wanted that a while back too. And our church started bringing some of those things back in. And so I feel like I got what I needed so far, you know? So like I haven't really left the church I'm going to, but I wanted to experience my brother's church, and it was absolutely stunning. I couldn't stop looking everywhere. I'd never experienced a service like that before. There was incense and so much beautiful choral singing. It was absolutely incredible, just very, very long. After that, the girls, we went to Target, we went to Goodwill. We didn't really find anything, to be honest. It was kind of a bust. And then Ellie made the most freaking delicious Mexican dinner, incredible. And we kind of watched a scary movie and just hung out and chatted. And then I woke up and I'm on the way back. I don't know if I'm going to hit up any stores. We'll see how it goes. I really want to make sure I'm home as close to when Freddie's home as possible, just so I can see him. So we might stop some places that maybe we didn't hit on the way up if we have time. And I left earlier than expected, so that's a good thing. And then when I get home, I'll show you my haul. Well, I thought I wasn't going to be stopping anywhere else, but I had to pee. And I'm like almost halfway home, and I saw a massive sign that was like antique mall. So I'm gonna go pee, and this place is freaking massive. There's no way in hell I'm getting through this. I'm gonna give myself about 30 minutes. This booth has so much Halloween. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. What is this guy? Halloween lamp. Oh my gosh, it's got a plug and everything. Look at his little face. Oh my goodness, you guys. Okay, friends, I am back from Oklahoma. I got home last night around 3 o'clock, and I just did not want to go through all my stuff. So I got some rest, I cleaned up, and I just got some relaxation because driving is exhausting. But my trip was absolutely incredible. I've already talked about my time with my friend. That was like my first little stop. Got to Oklahoma, and like I said before, I didn't really film a lot because I really wanted to be present with my family, but I did get a little bit. Went to church with my brother because he's trying something new. Went to Target, went to some Goodwills, went out to dinner. But mostly we just hung out and chatted, and it was fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. So my niece, she's turning 15 this year, so I get to go back in October for her quince. So look forward to that very much so that we can get some more pictures. I'll put some pictures of the family here, but they are kind of horrible, to be honest. We all look exhausted, tired, and like half smiling, but we really did have a good time. At least I hope they did, because I had a great time. And I was very nervous about the sourcing part because when I started off, it just I wasn't really hidden. But then I got to Gainesville, and it's something attic. If I can remember, I'll put it here. And then on the way home in Presidio, I was like not even planning to stop, and I saw a sign that was like antiques, massive, shopping center, open 7 days a week. I was all scared. Thankfully, I left earlier than expected, so I did have 30 minutes to an hour in the store to run around. It was the most massive thing I have literally ever been in. I barely got any video because I was in such a hurry, and I ran around and I just got like 3 things. But I definitely will be going back there because the pricing in some of the booths, and because it was so massive, like I could have probably filled 3 boxes of stuff, but I just got 3 things. And I probably got through a quarter, a fifth, a sixth, maybe. And even then I wasn't digging. I was like, okay, what can I see? Okay, what can I see? What can I see? What looks different? What I've been trying to do as I source now, especially for the Lady Collective Vintage Shop, and I just have a small shelf. Like I'll put a picture here of what that shelf looks like. But I'm learning what people are buying, and I'm wanting to pick up things that are a little bit more unique. And then what I'm doing with the other stuff I have, like maybe the lower end things that wouldn't do well at the shop or maybe aren't selling on Facebook Marketplace, is I'm going to do like a little vintage pop-up to kind of get rid of that lower end stuff so that what I'm collecting is higher end, and maybe not just higher end. Like it's not like I can't sell more affordable things. I just want those affordable things to be unique and different. So I'm going to show you what I got. I'm going to try to go as quickly as possible. And then I think that's going to be it for the video. But I did stop at a Goodwill, and I got one thing. He was putting stuff out. Well, I stopped at 3 or 4 Goodwills, but I did not hit anything at the Goodwill. This is the only thing I ever got at the Goodwill. And look at how gorgeous. $5. Nope, I'm a liar. $7. But it's an original painting. It's small. It's in an incredible frame that people are looking for, that it's classic, traditional, like actually looks good in a lot of different home decor styles. And this, if I don't sell on Facebook Marketplace, it's small enough to put on the shelf in the vintage booth. Because again, the shelf it's massive, but like I don't have floor area really. I mean, I kind of sneak it in, but like I don't have room for big pieces of art, tables, chairs, that kind of thing. All right, another piece of art I got, or another wall piece I got, was just a plain frame, but it's in such gorgeous condition. It's a medium tone wood. It was made in Thailand, so it's a little bit older, a little better wood, and it was $5. But I got this in case I find a piece of art that needs a better frame. And that kind of happens a lot, honestly. Like you'll see an incredible piece of art with a crappy frame or one that just doesn't go well, or vice versa. So I'm trying to pick up a couple of things here and there that I can use for those pieces. I just don't want to stock up too much because as you saw in the home updates video, I really don't have a ton of room, and I have to be very particular about what I bring in the home, how I house it, and all that stuff. Now this piece of art I got at the attic place. Oh, boys and girls, it was like, I was literally, it's 3 stories. I was running all over the place with my basket, trying to like make sure that it didn't break anything inside. I was so sweaty by the end, and I just kept throwing everything at the front desk ladies, and I'm like, save it, I'm going back in. But I got this gorgeous piece, and I do think I'm gonna try and put this at the shop because I feel like it would do really well there. I did pay $30 for it, but there was an original price for $240, and I do think, if anything, I can get at least $100. So I will triple my money, not a big deal. What a gorgeous piece. It's different, it's on wood, it's already got the wire in it, it's colorful, it's mixed media, it's just different and beautiful. So really excited about that. Like I said before, like I have started getting things that are a little bit more expensive, but I can make way more money back. So bigger risk, big reward. Oh my. Okay, I think I'm gonna just take you over to this area here. I just unboxed everything, and I'll show you the 3 things that I'm most likely going to keep, and then I'll take you over there and show you what I need to clean up and get ready to sell. So, like I said earlier, one of those stores that was a vintage store became kind of an overstock place. And so these are the 2 pieces that I got from Target that were at this overstock place. I got the pair of these for $6 with tax. So most likely not selling these, but now I'm wondering where they will go in the house. So they're a maybe. But even if I do sell them, they won't be sold at the shop because they're from Target and they're not vintage. And so I wanted to make sure that, you know, they get sold in the proper place. I'm very particular about what goes to the shop and then what goes on Facebook Marketplace. So, and I am working on starting an online shop. I don't think that's going to come till next year. I think I'm going to save that for next year and work on focusing on the vintage booth, and if I want to grow that booth, make it bigger, etc. So I'm going to keep these for now, but most likely they will be sold on Facebook Marketplace. And then this I originally got to sell, but I actually think I want to keep it because I have, if you watched my fall home decor decorate with me, I left my tomato canister out, and I love it so very much, and we put the pet treats in there, but I don't think it really goes for fall and winter. So I would love to switch it out. And me and Freddie both love owls. And this is a little ceramic canister. I love the toenails, the little winky face, and it was homemade. I'll read the bottom, but I got to take the head off. But I think this would be a good one to put the treats in. This one says 1968, Merry Christmas, Mother Love, Susan. So I don't know if you can see it, but it is so freaking cute. So I'm not selling it. I'm going to put the treats in there, but I still have to clean everything out. All right, let me switch you around and I'll show you everything else we got. All right, I talked about this already. These sell really well. This will be sold on Facebook Marketplace. Got to clean it up, got to clean all this stuff up, but it's a wooden candle shelf thing. So when you put the candle in, you see the flame in the mirror. It's really beautiful. I love to get anything wood, brass, copper, that kind of thing. I am picking up more glass, so you'll see that. So I got this for $5, just a really sweet little round wood box. And what I'm trying to do is buy some smaller things as well, so that people that come in the shop, any kind of person can feel like they can purchase something from my booth, that it's not all just $1 million. Okay, so those are the 2 wood things. And then I also got this very simple wood candle holder pair. I got the pair for like $11. So, you know, I can probably get $30 for those. Not too bad. This is another one. It's a copper pot. Beautiful, simple, but you know, it's not like a $50 pot or anything. So some of these things will be a little bit of a lower pricing. And again, we have to clean up. This one I am going to clean up. I don't typically polish brass a super amount. This was $5. It is missing a piece, but I thought somebody could still use it. I got this little brass cowboy hat since we're in Texas. I got this little brass piece. Again, a lot of these are just lower end pieces for somebody to be able to afford. This was just gorgeous to me. Probably not super valuable, but absolutely beautiful. Some of these pieces I will be able to double my money. Some I'll be able to triple. Some I'll be able to quadruple. This one was a little bit more money, but I love the patina. I'm not even going to change this. But you hold it here on the end, and then you put a taper candle holder to walk around the house. And then this was a pretty expensive piece, but I know I can at least double the money here. This is a extremely heavy brass shell catch-all. And then when it comes to the glass, I don't know if this is Murano or not, but I got it for $15, so I can at least double or triple the money, even if it's not Murano. I got a blown glass oil lamp that is worth a lot of money. I got a studio piece, hand-blown glass piece. I got this at the Oddities place in Dallas, and I think I got that for $15, which is incredible. We might be keeping that, and I might be selling, I don't know. All right, last glass piece was at that attic place. This is an amethyst piece of glass. It's a vase. It's incredible. They go from anywhere from 60 to like 120, and I got this for like $15, you guys. I was like, what the heck? I'll double check that, but I'm pretty sure that's what I got it for. And then I got some ceramics. This is a mortar and pestle, which I thought was super cool. This little piece here, it's just a little something different. I wish it was a wall pocket, but it's not. It doesn't have the little hole. I got this little frog. He's not actually vintage, but he's a cute little ceramic piece, and there's a lot of frogs in the store. Got this marble mother and child piece. I got two other little ceramic smaller pieces. I really love the glaze on this and the coloring. I'm probably going to put this one out for Halloween. I got this other little guy, just a small piece, like a bud vase. I got a marble apple. I got these two silver swans. They're silver plated apparently, but they are candle holders. And then I got this brass candle holder, candelabra, and it moves to where you want it. Okie dokie, smokies. That's everything I got. Thank you for coming along with me. I know this wasn't the most like put together video, but I wanted to take everybody with me, and I wanted to have some memories of the spots I went so I could remember them, to be honest. I really scored. I feel really excited about everything I got. Let me know what your favorite piece is that I purchased, and I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.